This is Sabrina Reed. I am the Reading and Writing Instructional Specialist for grades K through 5. Teachers know firsthand the toll remote learning has taken on students. From social emotional distress to learning loss, the effects of school shutdowns on students are profound, despite the significant efforts teachers have made to meet students' needs and improve non-traditional instruction. To better prepare our students for the academic challenges they may face in the future, adjustments to curriculum pacing are needed. These adjustments, informed by school-level collaboration, should identify the essential skills and standards students must develop and master to ensure academic success in the future. The toolkit offered below provides a framework that assists teachers in these efforts. In order to ensure that students achieve the learning necessary to succeed, accelerated learning is needed. What do we mean by accelerated learning? Accelerated learning requires that students consistently receive grade level materials, tasks, and assignments, along with appropriate scaffolds that make the work accessible. More specifically, instead of sending students backwards to fill in all the potential gaps in their learning, leaders and teachers should focus on filling in only the most critical gaps, and not in isolation, but at the moment they're needed. Let's take a look at the Accelerated Learning Toolkit. Notice there are 4 types of resources for primary, intermediate, middle school, and high school teachers: an accelerated learning process, an accelerated learning guide, a sample lesson plan, and other supporting resources. Let's begin by focusing on the accelerated learning process document. This document outlines the thinking process for designing the next unit of instruction based on the pacing guide, previous grade level standards, formative and summative data. This resource is intended to show the big picture of how to plan for accelerated instruction. This resource outlines and models the design process of prioritizing what students need to know and be able to do to achieve proficiency on required standards. This document is intended to assist PLC teams that understand day-to-day and unit compacting, yet need a process that can be consistently used unit by unit. Next, let's look at the Accelerated Learning Guide. The Accelerated Learning Guide document exemplifies curriculum and assessment planning for the next unit based on that thinking process. Teachers and PLC teams that need support prioritizing standards and ensuring integration of prerequisite skills into the unit plan can reference this model. This document serves as a quick reference guide for teachers so they can determine new learning for students based on the unit's power standards. This is particularly important in reading and writing because our standards spiral and skills can unintentionally be left behind. Let's look at the example on the screen. This document begins by listing the power standard RL42. It reminds teachers that this standard or part of this standard was taught in Unit 2. Since the standard is intended to be taught using stories, dramas, and poems, there are text options for all 3 genres listed. Teachers may make the best decision about which genre or genres to use in this unit based on student need. Consideration should also be given to the other power standards in the unit and how integration of the standards throughout the unit supports student learning. This document also outlines important prerequisite skills and new skills based on the vertical alignment of the standard. The final column lists areas of focus and acceleration for each power standard. The lesson plans for Accelerated Learning document provides a model of how the thinking process and priority standards exemplified in the previous documents can be used to create daily lessons that provide accelerated teaching, learning, and assessment on grade level standards. This resource provides an example of a lesson plan that integrates prerequisite skills with grade level standards to address students' immediate needs while facilitating grade level learning. Specifically, for the 4th grade lesson on the screen, students will cite information from a text to support analysis of a theme using a graphic organizer that provides a scaffold for learning. Students will then use information from the graphic organizer to write an analysis of how the evidence supports their theme. Teachers are thus reviewing a previous skill, citing information, teaching a new skill, analyzing a theme, and requiring students to explain their thinking and writing using a grade level text. This is an example of integrating prerequisite skills with grade level standards or accelerating learning for students. Other supporting documents such as rubrics, TNTP grade level assignments, digital reading resources, and multicultural text connections are found in the toolkit. These documents have also been linked to the Navigator for easy access. In closing, we want to reinforce that these tools are optional. They are simply a resource for teachers or teams of teachers to use as they make important decisions about what should be taught in the valuable time we have with students. If you have any questions about these documents, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm here to help you navigate through this challenging time.